Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My name is Liaquat Zaman and I hope all of you guys are having a wonderful time. It's very nice and lovely and sunny here these days. So as you can see, I'm a bit overexcited. Now, back to this poetry now. So as you guys know, we're covering the poetry of Umar bin Abi Rabiya. Umar bin Abi Rabiya, a famous poet. Many of the Sahaba had praised him. Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu, Abdullah bin Mas'ud and others have praised this Sahabi, this Tabi'i, right? So he is a follower of the Sahaba, one who came after them, and he was a very, very famous poet now. So a lot of people don't know about Umar bin Abi Rabi'a, but if you want to understand Arabic poetry, this is a guy you have to study. And I'm thinking maybe it might be a good idea for me to actually do a video on the life of Umar bin Abi Rabi'a and a bit of background about him so that you guys can have a good understanding or a very clear understanding of who this guy is and what the quality of his poems has or plays a role in understanding the Quran. So like I said, he was praised by many of the Sahaba. Some people criticized him, but many of them used to praise him. Main criticism that people used to have against him was that a lot of his poetry was ghazal poetry, which was basically kind of saying things regarding women, right? So it's like romantic poetry and like talking, lover conversations, romantic conversations. And some people found this a bit cringy and said we shouldn't be talking about these kind of things. And this is the main guy who is the founder of what is known as ghazal poetry in Arabic. Right, so this is the main kind of guy. But his poetry is not vulgar. That's the main difference between him and between other poets who would praise women in their poetry, is that sometimes you get, a poet who might go a bit too over the top with his poetry with regards to women, and it gets a bit vulgar. But this guy, he keeps it all, halal. He keeps it all good. So without any delay, let's start then. So ala is used for attention. Right, so if you want to gain anyone's attention, you say ala, ala, right? So in English, you might say something like, oi, listen. Lehend, Hind is a woman's name. Ihraji, haraja yahraju, it means to put someone into a burden, difficulty. So ihraj basically literally means to go into a difficulty. But what he's saying here is assume it to be wrong. So when you say to someone, ihraj, hada, meaning that assume this thing is wrong. You shouldn't be going into it. Right, so you use the amr, and it comes in the Quran as well. We know la haraj, yeah, laysa alaykum fi ad-din min haraj. There is no burden, difficulty, hardship upon you in the religion. So ihraji would mean, right, assume this thing is wrong. Ta'athama is to assume something is an itham. Right, so ta'athama is to assume something is an itham. Itham means wrong. So ala kulli hindin ihraji wa ta'athami. ألا قل لهند إحرجي وتأثمي ولا تقتليني لا يحل لكم دمي وحلي حبال السحر عن قلب عاشق حزين ولا تستحقبي قتل مسلمي فأنت وبيت الله همي ومنيتي وكبر منانا من فصيح وأعجمي فوالله ما أحببت حبك أيما ولا ذات بعل يا هنيدة فاعلمي فصدت وقالت كاذب وتجهمت فنفسي فداء المعرض المتجهم فقالت وصدت ما تزال متيما صبوبا بنجد ذا هوى متقسم ولما التقينا بالثنية أو مضت مخافة عين الكاشح المتنمم أشارت بطرف العين خيفة أهلها إشارة محزون ولم تتكلمي فأيقنت أن الطرف قد قال مرحبا وأهلا وسهلا بالحبيب المتيم. Okay, so ألا قل لهند إحرجي وتأثمي. Attention, listen, everyone. قل لهند, tell the lady named Hind. إحرجي وتأثمي. Assume what you're doing is wrong. وتأثمي, and assume that it's sinful. ولا تقتليني. So قتل يقتل means to kill. قتل, to kill someone. لا يحل halal. It means permitted. So لا يحل, it's not permitted. Dami, blood. So what is he saying? He's saying ألا قل لهند, say to Hind, إحرجي, assume it to be wrong, وتأثمي, and assume it to be a sin. So now you're thinking, what is he talking about? ولا تقتليني, and don't kill me. لا يحل لكم دمي. My blood is not halal for you. وحلي حبال السحر. حل يحل, it means to unfasten or to unravel or to open a knot. So you حل يحل. And this is different from حل يحل, which means to become halal. حلي حبال السحر. حبال, this is from the word حبل, right? And it actually means حبال, means like snare, yeah? Or, it's not snare, a rope, it can be rope as well. Ropes or strings or knots, something that's a trap, it can even be a snare. So, like you set for an animal and it gets caught in there. So, وَحُلِّ حِبَالَ السِّحْرِ. Sihr is magic. Magic. Qalb is heart. Ashiq is lover. Right, lover. Hazeen is someone who is going through huzn. Someone who is extremely sad and upset. Huzn, hazeen. It's like in the Quran. La tahzan. Don't be upset. Don't be sad. La tastahqibi is from the word hiqba or huqba, haqiba, which means like a kind of like a bag or a case of some sort. Tastahqib, it means to put something, to keep something in a bag, to keep it safe or to put it away, to store away, you can say. They use haqiba, they call it. So what does it mean then? Hulli hibal al-sihr. O Hind, hulli. Open the hibal, the ropes or the knots or the strings of sihr, of magic, and qalbi ashiqin hazinin, from the heart of a sad lover. Yeah, someone who's ashiq, who's extremely infatuated with you basically, and really sad. Can you please cut those magic, like the spell that you tied on his heart? Can you please open that? وَلَا تَسْتَحْقِبِي قَتْلَ مُسْلِمٍ. And don't keep the qatl of a Muslim. In other words, don't put onto your record that you've killed a Muslim. Me. فَأَنْتِ وَبَيْتِ اللَّهِ هَمِّي وَمُنْيَتِي. فَأَنْتِ is you. بَيْتِ اللَّهِ, it means the house of Allah. And this wow is what we call qasam. Meaning is basically saying that I swear by the house of Allah. Now normally people don't swear by the house of Allah. They swear by, by Allah and His names. And there's lots of, scholars' opinions regarding swearing oaths by other than Allah. But this is poems, and poems, lots of things work in poems. So وَبَيْتِ, I swear by the house of Allah. Hammi wa munyati. Hammi, it means my concern. Right? Thing that you're concerned about, you're always thinking about. Munyati, it means something that you're wishing for. Something that you aspire to, you wish for. فَأَنْتِ وَبَيْتِ اللَّهِ. So you are by Allah, by the house of Allah. I swear by the house of Allah. You are my concern and you are my wish. وَكِبْرُ مُنَانَ. Kibr, it means like something which is big, large. Akthar, like we say. Okay, big. Munana is the jama' of munya, concern or wish. The biggest wish that I have, the biggest thing that I really wish for in the world, in my bucket list. Kibru munana is you. Min fasihin. Fasih, it refers to Arabs because they were considered to be more eloquent in their speech. So fasih means eloquent. And a'jam is ajam, non-Arabs. So in other words, from amongst the Arabs and non-Arabs, from amongst everyone in the entire world, you are the one. فَوَاللَّهِ. Wallahi, again, qasam, oath by Allah. مَا أَحْبَبْتُ حُبَّكِ أَيِّمًا. Ayyim is a woman who is not married. A single woman is known as an ayyim. Right? So, Wallahi, by Allah, مَا أَحْبَبْتُ حُبَّكِ. I've never loved another person. I've never loved another single woman, unmarried woman, like the love I show to you. The way I love you, there's no other woman. وَلَا ذَاتَ بَعْلٍ. No ذَاتَ بَعْل. One who has a husband. So I've never loved a woman who's single, nor one that has a husband like I've loved you. Ya Hunaydatu. Hunayda is tasghir. So you use this when you're kind of like, you're trying to make something cute. Right? You say cat and kitty. Right? So kitty is like a cute dog, doggy. So Ya Hunayda. Oh, little Hunayd. Hind. Oh, cute Hind. Fa'lami. Know this. I'lam. So i'lam means to know. Alima ya'lamu. Fasaddat. Fasaddat, it means sadda yasuddu, it means to turn away. So you turn away. Saddat. Sadda yasuddu. And it comes in the Quran as well. Right? A lot of these words do come in the Quran. And it might be actually a good idea to, whenever a word comes in the poetry, try to find a word in the Quran and see how it's used in the Quran. Saddat means turn away. Kadhib, it means a liar. Kadhaba yakdhibu. Tajahamat, it basically means to pull a face. Yeah, to kind of frown. Okay, nafsi. Fanafsi means myself, my soul, my life, my health. Arabs use it for like multiple things, but they kind of mean the same thing. Fida'ul mu'rid. Fida, it means something which is sacrificed. Sacrifice, fida'ul mu'rid. So in the Arabic language, when you want to kind of like, sacrifice something, you say, this thing I'm giving as a sacrifice, right? So fada yafti. So for instance, like it's commonly used in hadith where the Prophet ﷺ, the Sahaba would say, O Messenger of Allah, I will sacrifice my parents for you, right? So my parents are a fida for you. I will sacrifice them. I will sacrifice all my wealth for you. So fida al-mu'rid. Al-mu'rid is the one who turns away. It's like a synonym with saddat, right? So the one who turns away. Sadda yasuddu means to turn away, and a'rada yu'ridu mu'rid. It's ism fa'il, turn away. Al-mutajahim, the one who makes a face. That's what came before. So what is he saying? He's saying فَصَدَّتْ وَقَالَتْ. So she turned away, this woman. قالت, and she said, كاذب, liar. وَتَجَهَّمَتْ, and she made a face. Really, mean face. فَنَفْسِي فِدَاء. So then he says, my nafs is fida, sacrifice for that person who makes a face and turns away. فَقَالَتْ وَصَدَّتْ مَا تَزَالُ مُتَيِّمًا. Mutayyim, it means someone who is infatuated, someone who is in passionate love, someone who's crazy, and he say crazily in love, crazy in love. Sabuban, sabba yasubbu, it means to be love. Lots of these words are used for love. So sabub, Najd. Najd is a place in Saudi Arabia, right? So it's like in the east side of Saudi Arabia, you call it Najd. Dha hawan is love again. Mutaqassim is someone who has a large share, someone who has a great share. So this was like they would have like competitions, and a person who received the largest share would be known as the mutaqassim, the guy who's received the largest share. So mutaqassim. So he says qalat, so she responded, wasaddat, and she turned away again. Ma tazalu mutayyiman, you are still, ma tazalu, you remain mutayyiman, you remain passionate in love. Sabuban, again in love. Binajdin, in Najd. So there's someone in Najd that you're in love with. The hawan, who possesses love. Mutaqassim, so you possess love. Mutaqassim, you share, you have a great share of love. وَلَمَّا الْتَقَيْنَا بِالثَّنِيَّةِ. So Thaniya is the name of a place, or it's actually a location at the end of the city, like the outskirts, you can say. Awmada, it means to indicate. Ishara, to indicate. Makhafata, out of fear. Ayn al-kashih, the eye. Kashih, it means an enemy. Kashaha, kashih is used for enemy, someone who's an enemy. So Ayn al-kashih means the eye of an enemy, right? So enemies looking out. Al-mutanammim. Tanammam is from the word namima, which means to spread gossip, spread rumors, spread gossip. Arabs say this is namima. Asharat, it means to indicate. Tarf means the side of your eyes, or with your eyes. Tarf al-ayn, side of the eyes. Fiya khifa. Mahzoon, someone who's sad. This word came before. Hazeen. Walam tatakallam, to speak. Fa'ayqantu, ayqana, yuqinu, iqan is to be certain about something. So ayqantu, yaqinak we say. Okay. Qad qala marhaban. Marhaban means welcome. Ahlan wa sahlan, it means, again, it's like you say to someone, welcome. Ahlan means you are at home. Sahlan, it means you are in a nice place. Bil habib. So ahlan wa sahlan, you can translate it as most welcome. You're most welcome. Right? You'd probably say this kind of statement to someone who comes to your house, and you're trying to say to them, my house is your house. Treat it as your own house. That's how the Arabs would use ahlan wa sahlan. Habib, it means the lover. Mutayyim, we came across this before, it means someone who is crazily in love. Okay, so what does he say? So let's look at this then. So basically this guy, Umar ibn Abi Rabi'a, he's remembering his lover Hind. And he's saying basically, he's saying to her, look, everyone guys, please, Hind doesn't want to talk to me. She stopped talking to me. Can someone please go and tell her this? Yeah, what should we tell her? Okay, tell her that, look, don't put yourself into burden. Don't become sinful. How are you going to become sinful? By killing me. How are you going to kill me? By turning away from me. So by you turning away from me, what you're doing is you're killing me, because I can't communicate with you. You don't want to talk to me, and it's killing me inside. لا يحل لكم دمي. Your blood, my blood is not halal for you. Meaning, it's not a real death. It seems to be metaphorical. In other words, by you rejecting me, by you leaving me, by you dumping me, what's happened is I feel like you're killing me. I'm killing inside. So don't become a means of my death. Let's start communicating. Let's talk. Let's get together again. وَحُلِّي حِبَالَ السِّحْرِ عَنْ قَلْبِ عَاشِقِي. And he's saying, can you please take off those strings of magic that you have put a spell on from the heart of a lover, meaning he is the lover, so he is the ashiq, and his heart seems to be dying. She's killing his heart. And metaphorically, he's saying it's as though you put a spell on there, because normally magic and spells is something which is out of your control. So it's out of my control now. You put this spell on my heart, and my heart is in your control now, and it just wants you. Can you please take this magic off? Yeah, undo this magic. And qalbi ashiq, and my heart is the heart of an ashiq. Yeah, infatuated. And it's hazeen, it's sad because I miss you. Right? So can you please take off this magic so I can get on with my life and I don't have to miss you? So this is like really getting hyper. This is right. So وَلَا تَسْتَحْقِ بِقَتْلَ مُسْلِمِ, and don't put away into your bag the killing of a Muslim. Meaning, if you turn away from me, you're going to kill my heart, and then that the blood is going to be on your conscience. Yeah. So he's like kind of using emotional blackmail, you can say. Right? Please just get back together. So this is what he said so far. Right. So next he says, فَأَنْتِ وَبَيْتِ اللَّهِ حَمِّي. You and the house, you by the house of Allah. Meaning by Allah's house. So he's showing his religion here. Yeah, he's kind of swearing by Allah. And swearing by Allah's house, because Allah's house was a main feature of the Arabian Peninsula. And it was something well known even before Islam. So he's kind of like saying to her, by Allah, I swear by Allah. Anti hammi. I swear by Allah, you're the only thing I'm concerned about. You're my wish. You're what I want. You are my bucket list. You are. Wa kubra munana. Alright. So the bait of Allah, this kind of like, he gets to her religious side. So she'd have respect for the religion. She'd have respect for Allah's house. So if you got respect for Allah's house, then please listen to what I have to say. Yeah. So anti hammi wa munyati. You are my hum. You are my munya. You are the thing that I really, really want. Wa kibru munana. And you are the biggest wish of mine in my bucket list. You are number one on my bucket list. You are the thing that I want. Min fasihin wa a'jam. From all the world. So instead of saying you are kibru munana fil alam, he says you are the thing that I want from all the Arabs and non-Arabs. In other words, there's no one in the world that I want more than you. You're the one that I want. So he's trying to say all the Arabs, there's no one in the Arabs that can match you, no one in the non-Arabs that can match you, no woman at all. It's just you. Yeah, okay. So you're the only one in my heart, basically. He's trying to show her. فَوَاللَّهِ مَا أَحْبَبْتُ حُبَّكِ. So in the whole entire world, you're the only one. Ma ahbab, by Allah, I swear by Allah, ma ahbabtu hubbaki ayyaman. I have never had the love I have for you. I've never had this love for anyone else. You are like top of the league. You are the top of the table. I've loved other people, but not like I love you. Women who are not married, I love them. Women who are married, I love them. But you are the most I love in the whole of my life. Ya Hunayda, oh cute Hind, fa'lami, then know this, please. Okay, so what does she say? So, فَصَدَّتْ. So she turned away. Saddat, she turned away from him. So this is like, he's trying to show that this is how women, they react. In other words, the woman, she wants to be kind of given attention. So she turns around, and her turning away is like, she still loves him, but she's kind of like, she's kind of playing with him. So she's showing that anger, but that kind of anger is for him to kind of love her more and say more things. فصدت, so he says she turned her face. وقالت, and she said, كاذب, liar. Yeah, كاذب, liar, meaning أنت كاذب. So she's turned around now. She's turned her face around. So this shows that she is listening, but she deliberately wants to show that she's upset. Liar. وتجهمت, and she made a face. تجهم is like this basically. Make a face, eyes, eyebrows like this. So تجهمت. Yeah, what do you call it in English? To make a face, isn't it? Is there any other word? Put in the comments if you think there's any other word. فنفسي فداء المعرض. So now when he sees her do this makes him more happy, because he loves her so much that even if she turns away, her turning away is something that he likes as well. Right? So فنفسي فداء, my nafs, let me be sacrificed for such a person. Mu'rid, the one who turns away and makes a face. In other words, may I be sacrificed for you. Yeah. Okay. So فنفسي فداء المعرض المتجهم. فقالت, so now her second statement now. So first statement was كاذب, you're a liar. And now second statement, so he's still loving her. Everything she does, even if she shouts at him and calls him a liar, he still loves her. قالت وصدت, and again she said, and she turned around again. Yeah, so she's getting attention. ما تزال متيما, you are still in love. صبوبا, infatuated, بنجد, with someone in Najd. In other words, it's not me, there's someone else in your life. Yeah, so you claim that you love me, you don't really love me, because there's someone else, and if you really loved me, you would want them. So she's trying to get answer out of him that no, it's only you that I love, no one else. ما تزال متيما صبوبا بنجد. Yeah, ذا حوا متقسم. Yeah, someone that you love, and you've got their love, meaning you love them more than anyone else, right? Even more than me. Their love is متقسم love. وَلَمَّا الْتَقَيْنَا, so he says, then the scenario changes and he says, when we met, right? So in other words, now this is scenario number 2. So first of all, she's shouting at me and telling me I'm a liar and this and that. And then when a chance came for us to meet, so he hasn't met her yet. Thaniya, at the location of Thaniya, that she indicated to me. So what is she indicating? If she's calling him a liar and she doesn't want to know him, why is she indicating? So he realized, مخافة عين الكاشح المتنمم, out of fear of an enemy seeing her talking to him, and then going and spreading this to the family. Yeah, so in other words, she was scared that someone's going to go and going to inform on her that she's communicating with this guy, and she's not supposed to. Right? So it seems as though all what she was saying earlier on about him being a liar was all a scene. So it was all for show, and it wasn't real. She still has love for him. So he says, I realized this. And she indicated with the side of her eye, like she looked at me and she just made me see her eye. And then he said, I could tell that it was out of fear of her family. And the look that she gave was like she was very sad. إشارة محزون ولم تتكلم, but she didn't speak a word. فأيقنت, he says, I realized from that أن الطرف قد قال مرحبا, that her eye had said to me, welcome, welcome, welcome Umar. Yeah. Pleased to see you. مرحبا. أهلا وسهلا بالحبيب المتيم, with the infatuated lover. Yeah, in other words, she's saying to him that I really missed you and I really want to meet you. But it was like sometimes the lovers, when they communicate, they don't have to speak to each other. They can use indications like Morse code, you can say, their eyes, their hands, the way their body behavior. So he kind of figured it out. So he figured out her behavior. So as you can see in this poem, he's kind of like showing through all this poem, he's showing the behavior of women. Yeah, when they are upset, how they react and how they communicate with you, and what they really want and how they show that. So this is why he's very good at presenting this, and a lot of people have praised him for the poems that he's done. And there's nothing vulgar in here. Like some people may argue, but isn't this kind of promoting illicit relationships and other things? Not necessarily, because scholars have, majority of scholars have agreed that poetry of a particular woman is not impermissible, so long as you're not doing it of a woman that is known. So if it's a woman that everyone knows in the community and you're describing these things, that's what's looked down upon according to them. So anyway, this is part one of this poem, and this part two is gonna come next time, inshallah. We'll see what happens in the rest of this, see if they get together or they don't, or what reaction she's gonna give. What I would advise is, if you really want to benefit from this poem, what you need to do is, when you look at these words, you need to try and see how they're used in the Quran. So for example, like you have the word قل in the Quran, قل هو الله أحد. Yeah, you have the word إحرج, حرج, ليس عليكم في الدين من حرج, there's no hardship upon you in the religion. قتل تقتلوني, killing. Yeah, قتلهم. Yeah, قتل الإنسان. So sometimes you don't really mean killing literally. So sometimes in the Quran Allah says killing, but He doesn't literally mean killing. It's meant as in metaphorically. لا يحل دم. The dam is not halal. Yeah. So although this doesn't come in the Quran. حلي حبال السحر. Yeah, حلي. This doesn't really come in the Quran as well. Sihr comes in the Quran. قلب comes in the Quran. The word عاشق doesn't come in the Quran. حزين, حزن comes in the Quran. حقبة comes in the Quran. So you can see how these words are used, and once you see how these words are used, it makes a big difference when you're reading the Quran, because it gives it more picture, it gives it more detail, right? So, you know, some of the expressions here, for instance, like he's using hunayda, tasghir, he's kind of like diminutive form, which is kind of like using it for cuteness, trying to appeal to her that he loves her. He's using like cute words for her. And min fasihin wa ajam, this is like kinaya of everyone in the world. Or for example, like cutting things out, like قالت كاذب, قالت أنت كاذب. So أنت is missing over there. And then things like, مخافة عين الكاشح, you're out of fear. So these kind of things, you know, try to figure it out, inshallah. Anyway, Jazakumullah khair. I hope you guys have benefit from this. Thank you very much, patrons, for all your support. You guys are wonderful people. I can't thank you enough. And if any of you guys want to become patrons as well and support me in this channel, and you know, by you guys supporting me, it can help me a lot by making more content, more videos, free of charge for people, so that people can access them and learn about the deen, learn Quran, learn Arabic and other sciences as well. If you haven't subscribed yet, I suggest you subscribe and press the notifications button so that you always get notifications of the latest videos, and also give a like as well and share it with all your friends. Thank you very much. Jazakumullah khair, and I will see you guys next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Thank you very much, guys, for watching this video, and again, thank you to all my patrons as well for all your support. Jazakumullah khair. May Allah reward you immensely. If you guys want to become a patron, then links in the description below. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.